strive for like learning about new things. So yeah, so I guess on this note, on new hires, so you've had a lot of experience being a manager, and you've obviously dealt with a lot of people with different backgrounds. So someone who has industry experience comes in and works for you, or someone who is just freshly off of university. So with all these different types of people that you worked with, there's a lot of people who want to get a tech job, like who don't necessarily perhaps are not in a world-class university or don't have a lot of experience working in the industry. So for those people, what is your advice? Like, how can they get noticed?
Yeah, it's another great question. I think, especially in the tech industry, there is like a level playing field in many ways. It's because so much of the content for learning software technology is available online on free platforms even, or platforms that are not as expensive as like a top graded university education. So in a way, there is a level playing field for a lot of people. Things are accessible to a lot of people across the globe. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, I feel like the industry in general is willing to give people a chance who are curious, who have a passion for this area. So in my journey as a hiring manager, I've hired quite a few people from non-traditional backgrounds, or backgrounds where, what you mentioned, maybe not necessarily from a known university or even not a known country in many ways. The thing that stood out to me was it was clear to tell that they have a passion behind it. They spend the time to learn. And even though they didn't have the privilege of a system working for them, they have made the system work for them. And they have gone beyond a typical path. So I've had like the pleasure of working with a lot of really good engineers. Another thing I wanted to mention is tech is actually like a vast space as well. Like tech is not just software development. There is a ton of career opportunities in design, visual design, product design, project management, security, privacy, legal. So it's possible that a lot of people that are trying to get into tech, maybe it's harder for some people to get in one side of tech, but maybe they have a passion in another side where, they could have a really good role to play. And again, in a way, there is a better level playing field in tech because so much content is available for self-consumption.
And so on that note, what would some of the skills you'd advise someone who is aspiring to get into the tech industry? Like what skills should they focus on?
Yeah. So, first thing would be for them to understand what it is that they want to do in tech. And could be like they have some connections, could be that they are naturally good designers, could be that, they have a good programming mind already. And then if someone could, really like if they're looking for a job, it's possible to go through the job boards and find out what kind of experience people are seeking, what kind of skills people are seeking. And it helps to know those things before going into a job search and interview process, because then they're prepared, to face those questions.
Yeah.